Okay, hello. How are you today? I just wanted to share my activity that I did for Mother's Day. Um, when I think about what I've done for Mother's Day is Daughter's Day too. Mother's Day, Daughter's Day. And then when somebody says Happy Mother's Day, I say whoever it is, Happy Father's Day, Happy Daughter's Day. Matter of fact, I think it would probably be good to say Happy Daughter's Day, then Mother's Day, because not everybody is mothers. However, daughters is fitting for everyone. Anyway, happy Mother's Day. So anyway, I had decided to actually get to San Pedro, California, and I've been wanting to go there because I wanted to go to Craft It. It's this arts gallery. So they actually have it's like a really to tell you the truth, like a yeah, it's a gallery with different artists and stuff like that. I did get a couple of cards. I was like, oh yes, I like in this. Um, because I've made some suggestions to some of the things that I was seeing to other people, and I was like, oh, that would be good referrals. So anyway, when I went that went that way, I was like, I'm gonna get there. So anyway, um, big up to Metro. So we got there. Um, and let's see. I think that initially I don't know. I don't know if I was looking for it to be. It is a tourist attraction. It has attractions there, but when you're thinking of, let's say, um, a place that's like if you go to an island or something, or go to another country, and it's just like saturated with kind of touristy things, but it wasn't that. It was like, oh yeah, I'm at home, right? So getting there, it was good. And then getting to see the ocean, it was rocky. So it was really calm. The sea was calm, or the ocean was calm, and and it was just really, really easy, right? So I was able to visit this like this little shrine. It was an Asian shrine. So I saw that, and then as I climbing up the hill, I was like, I need some ice because I saw the ice cream truck. And, just kind of like sashaying. I do when I do go to places, I do try to patronize their business. Um, I try to be as economically possible because if I'm spending a dollar here and spending a dollar there, I mean literally, it counts, right? Meaning that I was able to patronize a business. So I do try to do that. It's not a lot of money, but it's just that I know that I spent some time to consume whatever it was. If it, like I said, $1, $1 or more, right? So I was able to go to see another portion of it, and then if I did not travel down this little road, right, I would have missed the beach. Now there's the beach, but it was a rocky beach, and then it was another beach. And when I got there, I kind of browsed around a little bit. I could have probably gotten into the water, but I wasn't prepared for all of that. I was just like, okay, I'm scouting, right? But they had an aquarium, and the aquarium it was a discovery aquarium, really nice. Um, and just previously, I had a conversation with somebody, and they were asking me about why do you suppose other animals don't eat animals? And I was like, you know what? Because humans, we do eat chicken and stuff like that, right? And I was like, you know what? I think that our government is sufficient as a related as it relates to our consumption of food, right? So you go to some other places around the world and they eat all kinds of things, and that would be including things from the sea or the ocean, right? So anyway, this discovery reminded me of that conversation because um, they had some creatures in there. And I was like, these creatures, I was like, wow, and they're coming from the ocean, right? It's like, wow. I mean, and then when we get in inside the sea, because people do go snorkeling and scuba diving and stuff like that. I mean, these people, the mariners, or people who study maritime and all that kind of stuff. I was like, you know what, big ups, because they see a fish or something and then they go and they test it out. You know what I mean? I mean, they had crabs in there, they had lobster, um, there was crawfish, there was starfish. It was nice. It was a little discovery kind of aquarium. And I'm like, yeah, man, I ain't gonna fib to you. I mean, I just, some people who live by the sea, this thing went beyond red snapper. It went beyond catfish. But it didn't have a lot of different kinds of things, but or sea creatures. However, it was a point. You was able to look at the shells, the snail shells, and they had the microscopes and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I mean, this is like for real the things that we're interested with. No, seriously. I mean, our interest for science, it begins there. Conception begins at science. It's called chemistry. So anyway, from there, the thing, I didn't want to go back up the road, which I probably should have, because I ended up walking all the way. I don't know. I was just like, mm. So my advice is stay away from the trolley. No, seriously. Hey, no, they have a trolley that goes around to other attractions. So I ended up leaving there, and I found myself at Crafted. By the time I walked through the marina, oh, yes, they have a marina. That was nice. We have Marina Del Rey too, Playa Del Rey too. But they have a marina. And by the time I walked through the marina, I was like, no, where's the bus? But there was Crafted. So I was able to, like I said, I went and participated with Crafted. Then I saw the little trolley. I was like this. Like, baby, I ain't gonna fit you. I was like, move it to next bus. Where do I go? So one moment before I skip this valid part. They had a brewery, like a brewery. It was a brewery, and inside the brewery, they actually make the beer, and you can drink the lager right there at this facility. And I was like, man, it would be really nice, even though they had screen. But I was like, oh, this would be a really nice activity for, let's say, sports bar or something like that. I was like, oh, I mean, if you were really looking at an opportunity to watch big sports like the Super Bowl, yeah. So anyway, I end up going to from there. I wait on the trolley, and the trolley goes around. And I'm like, Mom, I'm looking for the farmer's market, but at this point, I didn't have anything, no food or anything like that, or I had food, but I was just ready to go, and it was getting late, right? And I was tired. I ain't gonna fib to you, but I did go ahead and continue to ride around the trolley, and they had the ship. They had the don't give me the fibbing, but there was two of them, and I said, "Hey, is this thing open?" And so the lady said she didn't know, but then we went to another one. Wow! Oh, they had the museum. I didn't go to the museum. So it was a lot of the attractions I did not go, and they were free. Okay, so not all of them had something to do with payment. So the Maritime Museum was open, um, and they have like the restaurants and stuff like that. And then we went to this big ship. Now this ship is huge. It's a naval ship. But I didn't go inside of there. I wish I would have because I saw a black cat. But I didn't. I was like, oh, I see the ride, right? So I'm downtown San Pedro, and they had little shops. And so I encourage us to get out and travel and really just locally. There's a lot of hidden gems in different places. Um, this conversation is on what I did for Mother's Day. Um, matter of fact, when I did, I was like, oh man, I missed that too because I am taking another route. But there was some other kind of like a tavern and stuff like that. And I was like, oh yeah, I could have, gone there. I should have gotten some of that lager. But sometimes when I look at some things like that, I'll be like, when I come back, I'm coming back to visit again. No worry, if I didn't do it this time, I'm coming to see. Thank you. I'm coming to see you. So I think, is it another trip? Yes. San Pedro, California, or San Pedro, whatever, tomato, tomato. San Pedro, San Pedro. But anyway, let me go back to this beach. The beach is nice, okay, y'all? I mean, it's really family oriented. They had benches where you're able, I didn't see any barbecue pits, but they had benches and you can make sandwiches. And if you have one of those portable barbecue pits, I'm sure you're able to do barbecue, And I was just like, wow, do we know what this thing is? Do we know what that is over there? You think I'd be like, nice. Oh, and then you had an opportunity to see the Port of Los Angeles. So all the big ships and stuff that bring in goods to Los Angeles. That was, that's my cup of tea, but I'm not going to go there, transportation. But I really didn't, let's not go there. I wanted to do something else like import, exporting, it's all the same stuff. But anyway, they had the ships there, they had the containers. And I guess if you haven't been, for kids, it would probably be for adults. Like, wow, look at all this good stuff. So, yes, what a fun filled day. I mean, today is literally Mother's Day today, Daughter's Day. So, what I'm going to do is I'm doing yard work later. So, it was advantageous adventure. Oh man, I should have walked down there to those rocks too. I think I should have done that. Got to the rocky water. It was calm. And then you was able to see Catalina. The Catalina was just a view sight across the ocean. I don't have the information to show you, not readily to be like, look, go here, 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 here. But they do have a map there for you. I encourage you, please ride the trolley. A lot of those places are a little far. Oh, and I missed the farmer's market too. Dang. The farmer's market, I think they had all that stuff. They had the tray with all this food and stuff, and shrimp and this and mussels and all that. I missed the farmer's market. And what did I do? I encourage you to go though. There's a lot of things that you can see. People say photos, photos, photos. I was like, you can find it on YouTube and you can go on Google Images. But it's an experience when you go, right? So go and take the trip. Oh yeah, can I just share a few? Yes, I'm going to share a few of my thoughts too while I was there. It was just me, and the thought was, um, you will learn more about yourself when you're with other people, and that would be inclusive to relationships, your mate, right, your children. When you go to different activities, it helps build character. It does. You learn more about what you like and what you don't like, you know? And I'm like, wow, this is nice. It just became that thought when I was walking up that dang old hill. No, literally. And I stopped and looked back and saw the ocean. Some of us are missing out. It says smell the roses. I think I was missing out too. I didn't go to any of those places. Dang it. At the farmer's market. I didn't go on the ships. There was more than one. Dang. I didn't touch the water. I didn't go into the San Pedro water. Hmm. I'm encouraging you to go. And photos, and like I said, in YouTube, we have more information about San Pedro. All right, people. Thanks. Happy Daughter's Day.